New sound, new album is going to sound Oasis-y.
I am, honestly, I cannot wait to listen to what their version of Oasis-y means. Surely it's the Irish lad who said that because there was a guitar in the studio. It's like, oh, it sounds a bit Oasis-y. There's a guitar on it. You know, what if it's brilliant though?
What if it is?
What if it's amazing?
Are you gonna, swallow your words?
I don't mind One Direction. They're harmless, aren't they? Kind of, I know Harry a little bit. They're all right. My daughter was a huge fan. She's grown up now, though. Now, it's extremely provocative. Starts with, what we can only assume are jackboots marching. At the time. At that point, though, it's all over. Everything that's gone before that is now redeemed fucking irrelevant as soon as he starts anti-singing. There's the politics and the fashion and the thinking and youth culture had died before that point. It wasn't really, kids weren't empowered. They were just still seen as kids. The Sex Pistols came along saying that the established order was about to change, and did, forever. That's it for them. That's all they ever did. That's their one statement to the world. And imagine getting it so right once. I've made 10 albums, and in my own mind, they don't match up to that. And I'm an arrogant bastard. Seriously. And I'd give them all up to have written that. I truly would. Yeah, it was nice to be asked, and I'd do my bit, for the kids. And I've got little Jake Bugg opening up for us.
He's amazing, Jake Bugg, isn't he? A little kid from Nottingham.
Yeah,
amazing kid.
He's great. I'm a fan of it. I've yet to meet him. I'm kind of a YouTube fan of his. So yeah, it should be a good night.
I know Arctic Monkeys have got a new album out. The premise of the album is a retirement home for rock stars on the moon. Do you fancy it? Would you go there?
To the
Alex
moon?
Turner's Rockstar Hotel on the moon.
No.
What do you make of the album?
Do you know what? I've just been listening to it in the car today on the way here. And I don't know what to make of it.
Because remember everyone said when your album came out, the latest album, it was really experimental, a bit different, off the beaten track from what you might expect from Noel. I mean, it's not really what you would expect from Arctic Monkeys.
No, you'd expect a few choruses.
Right.
There isn't any of them.
No.
Anyway.
Anybody else was on that show?
David Bowie?
That's right, he was.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
And,
so he was watching that?
I know, it's one of my, not regrets in life, but I was too young and stupid to appreciate being in the same room as him. And it's only, like now he's not with us anymore. You're kind of like, all the things you should have said to him. Do you know what I mean?
Would you have said to him?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for Mick Ronson.
Yeah. Thanks for a lot of good records.
Some of the best music ever. And I remember kind of staring at him and not having the bottle to go over and saying that hi. But I met him subsequently and all that, and he was a proper dude.
Yeah, proper thing.
Yeah. The real deal. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Actually, we were mixing the Hindu Times in Olympic Studios in London. And where the room is where we're doing this mixing is like a conservatory type thing, and there was all these kids doing their fucking dancing thing. And Liam and Andy Bell walked in, and I went, "Have you seen all them kids out there?" And he went, "Oh, you mean Junior S Club 7?" And it took me 20 minutes to realise, how the fuck do you know what they're called? I thought they were just some kids from a special needs school who was hanging out in a fucking recording studio for the day because it was free food or something, And they knew their names. Where did all this come from? Have you ever noticed now when these fucking knobheads from Pop Idol, it's like or the boy bands or the girl bands. What does this mean? You know, what? I don't get that at all. All the choreographers have taken over the world, man. You know, everything's choreographed now, isn't it? It's fucking rubbish. They were it. They were as big and as important as the Jam and the Sex Pistols and the Beatles. I first seen them on Top of the Pops. They were just so odd. Johnny Marr looked like this classic rock star. He had a big red semi-acoustic guitar and a turtleneck, and I was like, wow. And he had the Brian Jones hairdo. Yet Morrissey just looked like something that had never been seen before, you know, with a hearing aid and flowers hanging out of his back pocket. They just kind of exploded, didn't they? Most things musical is strictly for the music. The shit going on around it, that's irrelevant to me. Morrissey was going on about poetry and vegetarianism, and, you know, Johnny was going on about the Rolling Stones and T-Rex and the Stooges, and I was like, yeah.
Where does Johnny Marr's guitar playing rank for you?
I've seen him in the studio do things that are so simple on a guitar, yet so difficult at the same time, that does your head in. Do you know what I mean?
How hard is it to play like Johnny Marr?
It's impossible, you can't. You know, if you're making a record and the producer's saying, try some of that Johnny Marr stuff, you better get on the phone and get him, because you can't do it. That's not him now, by the way. He invented the style which I'd never heard before. It's a true original.
Who's the Noel Gallagher in your life?
Paul Weller. Paul Weller. He's fucking in it for the only pure reasons. He's in it for the music and the gigs and the clothes, and he wants to be he wants to be the guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's such an inspiring dude. When I'm in the studio with him, either working on his stuff or my stuff, it's a lesson in free expression. He's been a constant in my life since 1979. He's a fucking dude. So we're in this bar in Hollywood after a gig, and this guy said, "Excuse me, can you just come and say hello to my friend? He's a really big fan." And he's like, "Hey man, you really inspired me to play and all that. I just want to say," and I was going, "Oh, what band are you in?" He said, "I'm in the bass player in Maroon 5. And I'm, Maroon 5? F***ing shit. How the f*** have you got Maroon 5 from what I'm doing? Be gone out of my sight." Anyway, so we all pile in these f***ing cars and go up to this party. About 4 o'clock in the morning, we're coming out of the toilet. The bass player from Maroon 5 is stood there waiting to get in the f***ing bathroom. And I'm like, f***ing hell, are you still here? And he went, "This is my house." And I was like, this is a f***ing great house.
He's rude, arrogant, intimidating, and lazy. He's the angriest man you'll ever meet. He's like a man with a fork in a world of soup.
But that's really f***ing good, that one, isn't it?
That's good. It's awesome. Yeah.
I know for a fact that's about the singer from BDI.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
You know, if you're a man of a certain age, it's like no, you can't.
Does your wife or your kids make you aware of your brother's tweets ever?
I don't. The only time I'm aware of them, and it's like if I go on, it seems to be NME.com drive all this. If I'm going on there to see what's going on in you know, if Jungle are eventually going to put an album out, you know, they'll be like, "Our kids mug there," and you think, oh, and then there'll just be this barrage, and you're just reading it going, oh my God, that's insane. You know, it's like real personal stuff, you know what I mean? And you're like slagging somebody off for their music is one thing. I was the best at it. I reinvented it. But like personal stuff, you're just like, no way. And then my daughter will say, "You know, he tweeted this at 6 o'clock in the morning." It's just like 6 o'clock in the morning. Holy moly. But you know, there you go. If you've got nothing better to do, you know, I guess he's not busy writing his own tunes, is he? Go. Got a lot of time on his hands.